All right, welcome back to part 2 as I take you from A to Z on how you can make $105K a year as a digital closer. In this video, we're going to talk about alignment and how you can align yourself for success as a digital closer. You do know that alignment stuff that you talk about it's a scam, right? You don't know? I mean, this is the real world. It's the real world. That mindset shit it doesn't do anything. My name is Jack. I create these videos to document my knowledge and my experience at this point in time in my journey. I don't think I know everything. I don't think I'm the guru, but I know what I know to be true for me. And so hopefully you can take some of these things that I teach you in this video and implement them and help you in your own life. As always, I expect to grow and I expect to change. So let's hop right in. In this video, we're gonna talk about alignment and how you can align yourself for success as a digital closer. To be honest, if you look my name up, I'm pretty clean, all right? Compared to a lot of other people, there's not a lot of negative reviews about me, but there are maybe one or two. And one of those reviews, they say, I am a scam, I am a fraud because I teach alignment. And honestly, I just want to be real. That is the most heartwarming negative review that I've ever had. I love it because I believe that alignment is very important, and it's not going to resonate with everybody because we all have different perspectives of the world. There's, again, I say it a lot, there's 7 billion different realities and there's 7 billion different ways of living, and some people are just going to be like, hey, you're living in some kind of fantasy land, and I love that. And so I take that review and that feedback as just a difference in understanding or view on the world. So let's talk about what I think alignment is. Let's say you go to the dealership, everything's brand new, there's 8 miles on the car, brand new oil change, brand new tires, your fluids are perfectly topped off. Everything in this car is working exactly how it should. Smooth, perfect, brand new, just as you would think of a new car. 2 years later, your tires start to wear out. You've maybe missed the oil change. You haven't kept up with the maintenance as good as you should have. You got a little lazy. And now what happens when you drive the car, it shakes a little bit. Your traction on the road may not be as good. Maybe you have a small leak. And it's not a big problem right now, but a year later, when you're driving the car and you still haven't done anything about it, it's probably gonna be a problem. My belief is our journey in this life is like that car. Now, I don't think our life is always gonna be perfect. I don't think it's all gonna be sunshine and rainbows, but I do believe that we are meant to be at ease. We're not meant to be stressed. We're not meant to be caught up in our devices all day. I think we're meant to be at peace. I think we're meant to be growing, creating, and loving. But over the course of our life, the world pushes back against us. We may have a few unfortunate things happen to us. We take a few losses. Someone says something to us that, hurts us and it sticks with us. Maybe you find yourself in a job that's just unfulfilling and you hate it. Maybe you got into a relationship and your heart got broken. So what happens is sometimes it feels like this world is pushing back against us and we don't take care of ourselves. Before we know it, we're a little bit like that car. So different people respond to this differently. Some turn around, they go back to their safe place and they never come back out of their bubble. And then others, what they do is they align. So I found that there's a few beliefs of the people who actually align and keep going versus the people that don't. Okay, and the people that align, they have this core belief that the world is happening for them. Nothing's happening to them, it's happening for them. It's happening in the benefit of them. Even when they don't even understand, they try their best to continue to love, they continue to move forward, and they continue to persevere. Even when the world's looking at them and they're saying, hey, it's risky, it's dangerous, don't go out there, they continue to move forward. And the crazy thing about all this is, it's not actually the world pushing back against you or the things that are happening to you, it's your response to it. So let's start with a simple exercise, right? When I say you can make 6 figures a year online and do it from anywhere, how does that feel? Does it feel real? Does it feel possible? For me, I believe if it's something that you want, but it doesn't feel possible, when you say that, it's kind of like, oh, that's not real. I couldn't do that. I could never do it. Then you're out of alignment, all right? And that's okay. We've all been there. You're never gonna be on it all the time. Here's what I know. If you don't believe that it's possible, you're never gonna make it. At some point, you're gonna come up against that world pushing back on you, and you're not gonna continue forward because at some point, your low belief is gonna get out-muscled by the world pushing back against you. So if this is you, then what we have to do is fix our belief system. This could be a belief in yourself, it could be a belief in the method, or it could be a belief in your situation that's currently holding you back. So what do we know about a belief? A belief is a thought that you think over and over again. That's it. So if you believe something that is not in alignment with the outcome that you want, question it. And also understand that this is just a thought that I'm thinking over and over, and it's a story that I've told myself, and it may not be serving me. The other thing that you can do to strengthen your belief, if you can find other people that have came from a similar situation and then created the life that you want, then you can do the same. So if you're new to this, that may feel a little off topic. It's not. How do we now apply this to digital closing? First, we have to know that the outcomes that we want are possible. Second, we want to find an industry or a niche that complements you well, it plays to your strengths, and it sets you up for success as a digital closer. What I know is if you want to sell products or services at a high rate, you need to understand the potential clients. And when you niche down as a closer, you can do this. So let's hop in and figure out your niche. So when you're choosing a niche, it's important to remember that you should not get caught here. You should not get stuck on this point. You're not married to your niche for life. You're not stuck there. You can always change it. But the only people who don't succeed in this are the people who actually don't choose a niche. Is it good? Is it bad? Just choose. Eventually, you may find a better opportunity. I know when I started in one particular industry, and then I changed it, and then I changed it, and then it led me to the industry that I'm currently in. I would have never got there if I didn't choose. I would have just been stuck. And so it's super important that you actually just take the first step and trust that if it's an amazing choice, you'll stay there, and if not, you'll find your way. The only way you won't find your way is if you don't start. The purpose is to create a way you can get focused and dialed in on the next steps, and it's not something anyone else can choose for you. Here is a list of really good industries: fitness, construction services, SaaS or software as a service, solar, real estate, crypto, credit, financing, digital marketing agency, Airbnb, Amazon FBA, IG shoutouts, content creation, website building, SEO. These are really hot industries right now, but how do you find yours? I want you to start by thinking about your talents and passions. I want you to take out a pen, write down 10 things that you are interested in, 10 things that you're familiar with. I can already hear it. Some of y'all are going to say, I don't know anything. I'm not smart. I don't have, yes, you have experience. Okay. So here are mine. I wrote down 10 things that I'm interested in that I have some knowledge of. I'm not thinking about digital closing. I'm literally just writing down at random, getting my mind working, trying to come up with things that I'm familiar with, that I like, I may have some knowledge on. So sales, sports, homes, DJing, music, shoes, exercise, business, design, music, and video production. Some of these can overlap. It doesn't matter. Just write it down. Don't overthink it. Now, circle 2 on that list that you think would be interesting. I don't expect you to know a thing about the sales aspects of those industries right now. Just circle 2. What you're going to do is you're going to go research those 2 industries that you circled. And how you're going to do this is you're going to use Google, you're going to use Yelp, you're going to go online and search these industries, find a few companies, and check out their sales process. Study them, see what their price points are, see how they're closing, see how they're selling their products or services. And this is how you're going to start to familiarize yourself with the industry. I also hear this all the time. There's nothing that's high ticket in my industry. I can almost assure you that in any industry, there's going to be a high ticket product or service, and that's anything over $2,000. If there isn't a product that's high ticket in that industry, I can guarantee you that there'll be a consulting or coaching opportunity in that industry that you can partner with and sell. An example of this is fitness is a great industry, but an even better company to close for would be a gym launch, a company that goes into these gyms and helps them scale their business. Another example for me would be sports. I could go and I could sell tickets to the Charlotte Hornets. It's a good opportunity. An even better opportunity would be for me to go sell a high ticket coaching package with someone like Tim Grover, who coached Michael Jordan and coached Kobe. So you can look at these other aspects of your industries, and you can also look at adjacent industries. We had someone who was interested in construction, and instead of placing them in construction, we actually placed them in an adjacent industry selling tiny homes. When you're doing this and you're deciding on your niche, keep your mind open and be creative. All right, y'all, so that wraps up step 1, alignment. You got to get that in order. Number 1, align your mind, align your energy, align your beliefs. Then what you're going to do is I want you to align the industry or the niche that you work in. Make sure it's something that you're passionate about. Make sure it's something you care about, because when it gets tough, when you come up against challenges, and you will, because you're trying something new, you're learning a new skill of digital closing, you're gonna come up against some trials. And when you're in something that you love and you're passionate about, it's gonna be a lot easier to keep going. It's gonna be a lot easier to be successful. All right, so hope this helped. In the next step, we're gonna start to skill up. I'm gonna share with you our 5-step sales process that will literally help you sell anything. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Let's go.